Hi, my name is Roger Burton, and I'm here to introduce you to the stand and carry sportsman's cart. I'm going to show you how to assemble it and change it into a deer stand. First step we want to do is take off the rails for the cage. This is actually for your, we set these aside. You'll use them later. Okay. And then you take out your enclosure package here. This packet we have is an optional item. First thing you want to do is level your ladders. So you pull your pins. There's 2 pins on each end. Make sure you get the pin all the way out, and hold on to the ladder, because the ladder will fall. Then you take your handles out. Set those aside, we will be using those later. Go to the other end, do the same thing. Pull the pins. Make sure that you have a hold of the ladder. And take the pins all the way out. Otherwise they'll hang up. And again, remove the handles. Next step is to remove your outriggers. You can leave the pins hang, set your outriggers aside. You will be using them later. Next step is pretty simple. You just tip it on its side and remove your outrigger feet. Lay them near the outriggers so you don't lose them. And then you pull your pin for your side to lay down your side. Hold on to it so it doesn't fall in. Pull it back. Put the pins back in the same place. All your pins you take out, you always replace them in the same place. Next step is to pull the pins to fold the ladder out. Takes 2 pins, 1 on each side. Next step is make sure your cables don't get caught and you don't pinch yourself when you open these up. Snap them into place, slide the pins back in. Fold it out, slide the pins back in. Once in a while these get a little tight, so you want to give it a little poke there. Okay, you bring your ladder down, repeat the same process on the other side. Pull your handles that we took off earlier, and they will fit in the end of your ladder. You take the pins that are here, already provided, put them in to hold your ladder base on. Now we have to get our straps. Now we have the 4 straps. Always try to put your top section, it fits right over the bolt. And you do this with all 4 straps. And just try to keep them fairly straight. Grab and pull. The same thing here. All that you're doing is snugging them right now to try to get so you can stand it up without a problem. Okay, now at this point You come over here and you grab a hold of it. It takes about 70 pounds to lift it up, to stand it up in the upright position. Always try to make sure it's fairly solid. Then what you want to do is take your outriggers, and your pads will fit on either end. Then what you do is you put it up here, see it's parallel with the ground. Then you take your pin you took out earlier and you put that back in. Now if you're a little short like me, you can actually take it apart here and leave this one hang and just lay this on the ground until you're ready for it. Put the outrigger on, the foot, and swing it up. Put it on. Now what we do is we actually take this and we push on it a little bit and stamp it into the ground. So that way we get the unit level. Check this side to make sure there's pressure on it. And now once you get started here, you can take your enclosure and you can actually set it up on the unit. And all that you do is drop your rails in and make sure these pieces are pointed so you can intersect them. Now you have two individual rails that actually fit on opposite corners, like so. Take your enclosure, pull it apart a little bit, set it into place. Then you just snap these in together. Okay, you zip the corner together. There's your bottom enclosure. Squeeze these together and drop the rails. Now we can get the top, and this is your roof bridge. Now you can take these and just set them in the corners. The same as what we did before. And then these you pull the pins. Pull it down. Now this area over here is Velcroed, so you can close it up tight. Kind of reach through. You can actually open your windows, reach through, and line up your Velcro and set it down. So, and then there's your deer stand. You can close this up by bringing it down, zipping it up. You bring this back up, and you're ready to go. Now there is an option on these things that you can actually lower the thing down for use with the bow. The way you do that is this is all Velcroed on the inside, so you rip this loose, drop that, take this, and you drop it down here, snap it into place. Now, as you can see, you gain about 10 inches for bows, so you don't have to worry about bumping on it on the way over for shooting. And that's how this thing works. Thank you much.
I'd like to share with you a few of the other features and options of the Stand and Carry Sportsman's Cart. As you know, it can transform from a cart to a deer stand and back again, but did you also know it transforms into a smaller yard push cart or a tow-behind cart for ice fishing or trapping in the winter with the optional skis? You can even use it for a yard cart the rest of the year behind the yard tractor or the ATV, making this the only deer stand you can use for the entire year, rather than just for a couple of weeks during the hunting season. Check out these options for the stand and carry sportsman's cart. This comfortable chair turns 360 degrees and breaks down for storage and transport, just like the deer stand does. The heater is dual purpose. It mounts under the deer stand and also under the chair. Last but not least is the ground blind adapter. It gives you many new options for the hunt. Or if you cannot climb well, you can stay hidden and protected with this option.